Timo, you must be delighted with that performance. I mean, pretty much in control for 90 minutes.
Yeah, I think we do a very good game today. We played very well. Yeah, I think both penalties were, they were right. So for me, we go with 2-0 in the half. Very good. The red card was also good for us because, we have one more man on the pitch and we can control the game from behind. At the end, maybe we can score a bit more goals, but in the end, we win 3-0 at home, and that's all we want.
When did you have a discussion this week about being the #1 penalty taker? Because I saw you superseded Jorginho tonight.
Yeah, no, that was no theme this week. Before the game, the manager told me that when it takes a penalty, I should take it today. That it gives 2 today, it's a little bit crazy, but not all days. But I take it, and good goals for a striker, and I hope I can go on like this at the scoring, but also at penalty taking.
That's the kind of responsibility a top striker should have, isn't it?
Yes, of course. I think when you want to score at the end 20 or more goals, you have to take a few penalties in the season. That's the thing which gives strikers the goals when you get on the high level. And yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm happy that Georgie is cool with that, and I think it's another point that speaks for our team, that we have no selfish. We are already pull on one thing and want to go in one direction. That's very good.
And now you and Seville have pretty much taken charge of the group. That's an important place to be now.
Yeah, of course. I think we want to win the group, and was a big step into the right way, and yeah. We want to win the next game in the Champions League after the national games, and then we want to drive to Sevilla and win this game as well. And we want to win the group. We want to come very far in this competition, and that's how we're going.
Thanks very much, Timo.
Thank you.
Well, Werner thought they were both penalties, but then he wouldn't he? He's taking them. Interesting talking about how important it is for a striker to be on penalties, especially in the modern game. There are so many of them. You're just going to add to your tally each season and keep that confidence, which we talked about before. Also important for Tammy Abraham, Joe, to get on the score sheet, keep scoring, keep yourself in the team.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it would have been noted, Timo Werner, Chelsea spending 50 million on the number 9. He kept at it tonight, then his movement was good, and this movement's lovely. He didn't do this in the first half, Gary. There was a time when he picked the wrong run, but that's excellent, and that's a good finish, because he's had to take that on the half volley, open his body up. I mean, it's not easy, so it's a nice one for Tammy, and it's a great problem for Frank, because he's got so many players now making a case that all of the front boys are scoring, midfielders are getting on the ball. He's giving Frank something to think about.
Yeah, and obviously he's got Giroud in the background as well that can come on. Werner that can probably play in the middle, but he seems more comfortable on the left-hand side.
Yeah, I thought Werner, his movement was very good. He's elusive when he's out there, and from a defender's perspective, he's someone who's hard to pin down. Tammy Abraham is and Giroud a different type of strikers. They'll stand in front of you, they'll be target men, and as a defender, it's me against you. But with Timo, he plays over there, asks you different questions. So having that balance is great for Frank, and that difference is great too.
Games unbeaten. It's not often you can have such a comfortable evening.
No, that's an enjoyable fact, and I think we deserved that in the way we played. The red card and the penalty at 2-0 obviously makes it more comfortable. I think we dealt with the early parts of the second half really well. Not always easy against 10 men when they've had a bit of time to talk and arrange themselves, and we kept the ball moving in the early parts of the second half. So professional elements of our game really good today. A good opposition as well. Tough game there. We couldn't underrate them. I think we saw that even with 11v11. They're a physical, technical team, and we won pretty well.
You said during the week that you'd look at who'd be the penalty taker. Well, it's obvious the result. So why the decision, Timo Werner?
Not an easy decision, because Jorginho has been pretty faultless for us.
I think he's missed 3 in his entire career.
Exactly. It's harsh from me, isn't it? No, I mean, listen, he's missed 2 recently. Timo came in and obviously scored 1 in our last game. I had a conversation with Jorginho. His answer was perfect for a professional, is that he doesn't care who takes him, he just wants to score. And that's how he approaches it. So Timo takes them tonight. Timo's the taker at the moment, and he took them very emphatically, so I'm happy.
And a clean sheet. That's 5 in a row for Chelsea, and that's the first time in 10 years. That's not a bad statistic.
Yeah, I mean, these stats, some can make you look great in a moment and others not so good. So
Take them when they make you look great.
They're the ones. Thanks for bringing it up. No, I'm just pleased because it's work and it's the team and it's players that are in there and confident and fit, and we're working as a collective. And of course, you can see the individuals within that are performing really well at the back end of the team, and that's good for us. We have to keep that base. Those stats, those runs are great, but you cannot come off them. Cannot come off them at all. That's why I'm pleased we saw it through at the end of the game.
You had a luxury of using the bench as well today in a very busy fixture schedule with Sheffield United coming up too.
Yeah, I think so. And it took this sting out of our game towards the latter stage, the last 15 minutes or so. But that's normal. And the players coming on, it's not easy also to come straight into a game against good opposition, even with 10. So I'm pleased that I got some rest. I'm pleased that players got minutes that deserve minutes. It's not easy in the squad that we have, but it was important for us. So it ticked a lot of boxes for us tonight.
Nice job. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Des.
Thanks, mate.
He's very happy, and so should be.
Yeah, and I think he hit the nail on the head there. That there was a professionalism about him today. You can kind of get a bit complacent when a team goes down to 10 men and you're coasting in the game. But there was a real professionalism that transpired through that team today, and they got the job done, and they done it at a canter.
Yeah, the two fullbacks impressed us, didn't they?
They're excellent, and what they give you now is that attacking thrust from both sides now, Chilwell and James, and that allows Mount, Havertz when he plays, Werner, Ziyech to play in them little pockets. But this is Chilwell, he probe him, it goes down one side, it comes back. But what they both got in abundance is the ability to get it here and deliver good quality balls. That one not so good that time, but again, look how high they are. They're just in positions there where they're always threatening. I think. And Chilwell, James has been getting a lot of credit as well, but Chilwell as well has been a big plus for this team.
I think imagine for you, Joe, if you as a midfielder playing in a team like this where you've got both fullbacks are always an outlet. They're always out there. They're in the right positions, high enough up the pitch. But when there's a problem in midfield or a door slams closed in front of a midfielder's face, they are the ball that easily get you out of it, and they dictate the game from wide areas at the moment.
Reece James is one hell of a player, isn't he, for a young man?
I've always known the lad's talent, but what he's taken to professional first team elite football like a duck to water. His technique and his ability to put it on a sixpence anywhere from anywhere sort of 30 yards near the goal, he can put it where he wants. His right foot's that good. And it's going to be interesting trying to shoehorn him into a team with Trent, with Kyle
England,
Walker. We've got so many great right backs. But he's got the ability to play in 2 or 3 different positions, like the other two have as well. But we've got an abundance of talent.
They could probably play anywhere. Certainly, Trent, you could see him playing in midfield. I've kind of been saying he should give him a chance there for England, because when you've got so many great players in a position, you want to try and get them in if you can.
Yeah, you want your best players out on the pitch. And listen, I think the England team have got so many options for the manager. You'd love to be Gareth Southgate now. So much talent coming through, but it's about him shoehorning the players in to fit the system that he wants to play.
Yeah, I think you've said enough.